And then Dhruv Kaneria. Okay, I can see your screen, Bridge. Dhruv, Hemang.
Ma'am, it's not connecting.
Okay, keep on trying, and if it's get connected, just let me know. Chalo, one by one, everybody. Yes, Hemang, I can see your output. Then Jai Makwana, Krupali, Zuhur. Okay, Mahek, I can see your screen. Jai Makwana, I can see your screen. Good. Mahek, you can stop sharing your screen. Bridge Gandhi, I can see your screen. Good. Good, everyone. Jai, I can check your program. You can just close it. Bridge, I can see your code. Yes, I can see Manthan's output. Good. Who is remaining? Who is remaining? Suchi, I can see your screen. Who is remaining in the screen share? Dhruv
Ma'am,
Kaneria,
is it
I'm getting
visible?
your screen. Yes, yes, it's visible. I can see your program. Now, who is remaining? Anyone else? All are done with the screen share.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Dhruv, I can see your output. Yes, tell me. Yeah, tell me. Who was asking something?
I'm I'm not able to download NetBeans.
That is because of your network issue. If you have less speed of internet, in that case you will have the issue.
I'm
Otherwise,
trying from last two labs.
okay. So what is the issue? What happens?
I'm not getting downloaded.
What happens when you go for it? Sorry,
I'm
what
not
is
able to
happening?
download. Not starting
But
downloading.
what is the reason? Is that air? Oh, that is because of internet issue, maybe. Check your speed first. Otherwise, you can take from somebody in pen drive, because if you are there in the college, then I can give you. Right now, I guess you need to manage somehow. And this is not mandatory. You can, work with your practicals simply also, like without, without any IDE. It's not compulsory to go with the IDE. You can run it simply.
Okay.
Okay, so you just try it to run simply. Hemang, you can just stop sharing your screen. Okay, anyone else is remaining in the screen share? Anyone? Anyone else?
Ma'am, screen is visible.
Yes, it is visible, Vatsal. Dhruv, I can see your screen too. It
Ma'am,
is
I have
visible.
stopped sharing.
But in my mobile, I was like checking out. It's okay. Maybe my mobile speed is slow. That may be slow. Okay. So I guess everybody is done with the screen share now. Is there anyone who is remaining? Is there anyone who is remaining? No, right? So let us go ahead and learn today's code. So give me a second. I'm just sharing my screen now. Just a second, guys. So I guess we are remaining with practical 19 and 20. Yes or no? Are we done with that, or we are remaining? 19 and 20 is pending, right? Okay, so we will start with that. So let me know if my screen is visible or not. I guess it's visible, right? Is it visible? Can
Yes, ma'am.
someone?
Yes.
Okay, okay. So let us start today's practical. I guess we are remaining with the discussion of practical 19 and 20. Today we'll be discussing these two practicals. So if we look at the definition of practical 19, which says this is your practical 19. It says write a program that displays the color of a circle as red when mouse button is pressed, and and as blue when mouse button is released. Right? Are you getting the point? What it says? You have to make a program which displays the color of a circle. So if you recall the last practical, you had a color, you have created a circle and you said circle C is equal to new circle, and you gave three arguments, which was your x-axis, y-axis and radius. Fine. Now, in the circle, we have another variation. We have another variation which is taking the fourth argument, and that fourth argument is the color. Right? Is the color. So if I go like this, color dot red, it will create a circle with red. Right? So in Java FX, there is a class name is color, and you can use it to apply various colors. Now, what it says that we have to display the circle with the red color. When mouse button is pressed, it should have red color, and when I release the mouse, it should have the blue color. Fine. So over here we have event which we always pass event E as an object, right? So we have to go with mouse press event, mouse press and mouse release. So these are the two event, mouse press and mouse release. Now what is the entire program? What is the entire program? The program says that take a circle with the red color. So we'll this time take a circle with the four argument. The fourth argument is the color. Right? Then we have to put this color inside a pan, because everything what we do is always inside a pan. Right? So pan is a layout, which is is a class from the layout, and we can decide what will be the layout or the placement of the objects which we are going to use in our code. Right? So once your pan is ready and you are adding circle to it, next thing what you will do is you will set the event logic. When mouse button is pressed, you are going to make the circle's color as a red. So there is a method. There is a method which is named as a set fill. Right? What set fill method does? Set fill method allows you to fill the color inside an object. Fine. So we'll say when mouse is pressed, set fill with the red color, and when mouse is released, set fill the color with the blue color. With the blue color. Fine. Fine. When this application logic and everything is ready, we'll create a scene, right? And we will add this primary scene and we will launch the application, right? So these are the common steps that we have with the Java FX method. Is the pseudocode clear? Is the logic is clear? We are going to see the syntax soon. Is it clear, everybody? Fine. Fine. Is it clear? Right? What we'll do this time, will not go with the circle object creation with the two argument. Instead, we will go with the four arguments. Fine? Yes or no? Yes or no, everyone? Is there any doubt? Fine. Should I go to the code? Guys, kindly acknowledge. Okay, fine. So here is the code. What we said is we are going to go for the Java FX application. Java FX class can be extended from the application class, and application class holds the life cycle method of Java FX method. So there are two methods, start and launch. Fine. So for this application class, we are just setting up the initial thing in the start method, which takes a primary stage as a stage object, right? We created a circle C equal to new circle 200 comma 200, which is x and y axis, with the radius 50, and we initially set color dot red. So color is an object from Java fx.scene.paint.color. Fine. And then we said we have taken a stack pan, and we said stack pan equal to new stack pan C. Either you can add the object directly, or the way we did pan dot, you can say add, you can say add, right? And it will add the object in it, right? But as it is a stack pan, we can give in an argument also. So the object C we are giving in the argument, it will add to the stack pan. Now stack pan is the another layout which is allowing you to go with the stacking kind of thing. When you want to place one object onto the another one, at that time you can go with the stack pan. Fine. Now in the primary stage, we are setting up the scene, right? So what you are setting up, you are creating a scene object. We created inside set scene object new scene. We said pan 600 600. So the initial output which we will have the x and y dimension as a height and width as a 600 600 pixels. Then we said pan dot set on mouse pressed. When mouse is pressed, at that time what you have to do, event E, you are pointing to C dot fill, set fill color red. And pan dot set mouse release, when you are releasing the mouse, at that time C dot set fill. Over here C is the object of circle, and that's why it will fill the circle color, right? So we say the event pointing pointer to C dot set fill, and we said color dot blue. Fine. And then we said primary stage dot set title, and we say OOP1 practical 18 by Taranum Bloch. And then finally we say primary stage dot show, and in the public static void main string args we said application dot launch. Fine. Is it clear? Anyone having any doubt, any question? Right, the whatever pseudo code we discussed, this is the exact code for that. Fine. Clear? So if I run this, you see initially it is red in color. When I press mouse, blue. When I release, again red. This is mouse pressed. When I release, it is red. Press, release, pressed, release. Can you see the color change in the circle? Guys, kindly acknowledge. Can you see this? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is our practical number 19. Anyone having any doubt or question in the code? Look at the code one more time. Look at the code. Fine. We have taken necessary import javafx.application.application because we want to extend our class from the application class. Scene to set up everything. Layout, stack pan to put the objects in it. Scene.paint color, because we want to use the color, various color. You can go with the any color. You can go with the orange, black, red, whatever you like. Suppose initially I want to make it as a black. When application launch at that time, I want to go for the black color. Can you see this is black color? Now mouse press released. Right? When press and release, it is changing blue to red. Right? In the launch, I took color black. Fine? Fine? We can go with any color.
and we have taken a shape circle and stage dot stage. Over here, parent class is always in a small letter, Java fx dot stage dot stage. So second child's class is having the capital S. Similar way for application, A is capital in the child class. Similar way for scene, S is capital in the child class. Fine. Should I move to practical 20, everyone? Yes or no? Yes or no? Guys, kindly acknowledge. Should I move to practical 20? So now, if we look at the definition of practical 90, what practical 90 says? Sorry, 20. 19 we are done. Let us read the definition first. It says write a GUI program that uses a button, right? So now what we'll do, we will create a class and we'll extend from the application. In the start, we are going to launch the, in the start, we are going to keep all the necessary things, right? Now, which all things we need over here? Read it. It says that use a button to move a message. So we need text, right? So text is a class. We can create an object, right? And we can just take it with the certain, you know, coordinates x and y where you want to put, and you can give certain text, right? If I say that at MEFG, right? So this is just a text which I have given, fine. Along with that, what I want is button, right? What it says, move the message to left and right. Use the radio button to change the color of the for the message display. So I want this message to be on screen, and there should be two buttons for left and right. So what I'll do is I'll take a button class. Button class is there. I'll take button right equal to new button, right? I can give the whatever label I want to give. If I want to name it as a left, I can name it as a left, right? Or I can go like this, the way in music player and everywhere we have the signs, right? This type of symbols are there, okay? And if you want to go with the right button and left button, you can just uh, go with the, so this is for left and this is for right, okay? Now we have taken the button. Along with that, what it says, when I press a left button, the text should move left side. When I press the right button, text should move to the right side. So first we are taking the things and then we will keep on adding into the layout. Fine. Over here, we need to take the radio button also. Radio button also. What it will do, when we select a particular radio button, it has to change the color of the message. So let me first run the application and show you how and what we are talking about. So if you look at the screen, what we have over here is, can you see this? So I have a message which says Tarannum blotch at MEFGI. When I change the radio button, when I select it, particular color will be given: black, orange, green, red, yellow. You can go even with the blue, whatever color you want, right? And you see here, this is the left button. When I press it, my text will move to the left side. This is right button. When I press it, my text will move to the, on one click it moving slide, second click it moving slide, third moving slide, right? So what I'm doing is, can you tell me which direction, which axis I'm using for moving this text? Because what we said is, we said that text is an object. Is an object which is taking the x and y coordinate. Mahek, I am just moving left and right. So it's which direction, which axis, x or y? I'm
Yes.
not exactly. It is x, right? It is x because we are not moving it up and down. We are just going with the left and right. Okay, and as left and right, so this is x axis, right? So what I can do is, when I click here, I'm increasing or decreasing. What I'm doing, x axis is increasing or decreasing? It is decreasing, exactly, right? And how much we are decreasing is, 15 pixels. That is what I have given, right? On a single click, when I click on the right side, we are increasing. When I'm increasing, I'm adding plus 15 pixels into my text x direction. When I'm moving to left, I'm decreasing. So I'm doing the subtraction, minus 15 pixel into the x direction. Y direction is as it is because we are not moving it up and down. We are moving it left and right. Okay, if you want, you can take 2 extra buttons over here also. Now, understand the entire layout. How we have is, we have this is the top, this is bottom, and this is middle. Now my entire screen is divided into the 3 parts, right? Up, top, bottom, and the middle. So for each of this, we have taken a pen which is separately holding all the group, right? So this is top group, this is bottom. Top group, we have 5 radio button. Bottom pen, we have two simple buttons. And middle part, we have a text. And all these pens, so this is pen 1, pen 2, and pen 3, which is holding the layout. All these 3 pens we have added into the main pen because we have to fix everything in a main pen, right? So this is what we have done over here. As I said, what we have taken, what all components are there. We have a text with the direction and the message. We have button. Along with that, we have radio button, right? So you can give RD red if you have created a radio button with the red, and you can go with radio button, and you can give the text whatever you want to give. Okay, similar way we will create as many radio button as we want, right? So this is what we'll do. We'll add the group wise now, right? And as I said, to change the color, we have to bind the event, right? So what we will do is, we will bind the event E, and we will just set on value, and we will just check whether it's a red button or blue button or orange button, and based on that we will set the color of this text. Fine. Similar way for the button, we are going to check which button has been clicked. So event E we will do. If left button is clicked, we are going to minus 15 pixels. If right button is clicked, we are going to increase plus 15. Is the logic clear? Everybody? Practical number 15, right? So as I said, we will take 3 different pan for top, bottom, and middle. And at last we will add into the main pan, right? So again, we'll take pen, we'll create a scene, we will launch the application. This is common in all Java FX application. Fine. Okay, should we go to the code? Everybody? So see here, what I have is, application, because practical 20 has to extend the application. Stage, scene, we have taken geometry POs because we want to place the particular sorry, direction and particular controls in our object. Along with that, we have taken button, scene dot control dot button. We have taken scene dot layout dot hbox, right? So hbox is going to give us different pan for different elements, group of control or input with whatever we are giving. Then we have taken a pan layout for the main layout of our system. We have taken a border pan. So as you see here, when I run this, I'll show you at that time when it will come. We have text, scene.text.text. We have a control radio button, right? And we are adding into the toggle group. Toggle group means at a time only one value will be taken. So what I can do is I can take 5 radio buttons as I have taken for red, black, yellow, orange, blue, whatever color, and I can put all those in a single toggle group. When I'm putting them in a single toggle group, at a time only one click is allowed. Right? Only one button you can click. And finally, we have scene.pane.color, right? Which is setting the color of your text. So here is your practical 20. We say protected text is equal to new text. X and Y is the initial direction or initial position of my text. My text is Taranum Bloch @MEFGI. You can give any message, whatever you want to give. We are overriding the start method. Stage, primary stage, stage is the object. We have taken a H box, and this H box is a panel for buttons, right? And as we said, we are going to take 2 buttons. We are going to take 2 buttons, right? So what we have done is we have taken button BTN left, new button. This is the label. Suppose I am writing here left, right? In that case, it will just give us a label left on the, instead of that. Can you see this? This is just a label. Okay, fine. Here we have not given the right, we have given equal, greater than, right? So it will be displayed like that. So we have new button over here, right? Equal, greater than. We said Hbox is going to add all together. So what I have done is I have taken a Hbox object pan for buttons, taken 2 button objects, and now all these buttons I'm going to add into the pan for buttons, right? Which is an object of Hbox. So what I did is pan for buttons dot get children dot add all. If you recall, with the simple pan, we are going with the adding of one element. Here, what I want to do is, I want to add all, right? So Hbox is having that facility. Hbox layout allows you to add all the elements together. So we said add all, left button, comma, button right. So both will be added. Now, what we are seeing over here is, we are saying that pan for buttons dot say layout POs dot center. So because of that property, your buttons are here in the center. And over here we said border pan equal to new pan, and we said pan dot set bottom, pan for buttons, right? So border pan we have taken, and we have taken the last at the bottom we have added pan for buttons. So over here we have 2 pan. One is Hbox, which is holding the left and right button. Now we put it in a center. You can also change the position. Suppose you don't want in the center. Here these buttons are in the center. Can you see this? These buttons are in the center. Suppose you don't want at the center. So you can change the layout. We do have POs dot. Can you see baseline right? Baseline right. So when I run this, it will be right aligned. Can you see this? It is now at right hand side. Fine. But it looks good in the center, so we don't want to change. Fine. Now this is like bottom part is ready. What we want to go for is the top part. What we have at the top, we have H box, pen for radio buttons, new H box 20, and we have taken a 5 radio button object. So we say radio button RB red equal to new radio button. This is just a label. Whatever label you want to give, you can give. Suppose you don't want to give red, you want to give just R. So it will display R, right? But red looks good, full name, so we have given like that. Can you see this? R. Fine. So when I click, it will be in a red color. Okay. So this way we have taken 5 buttons, and now H box, which is pen for radio buttons, we are adding all the buttons. So we say pen for buttons dot get children dot add all, and all 5 we are adding to the pen. And we have taken a toggle group, and we are setting all this sort of toggle group in a single object group. When I say this, it means at a time only one button will be clicked, right? It is treating as a toggle allows only one button to be on at a time. Fine. Then we have taken a pen for text, right? And we have set the style. So you can see here, pen for text, set style, fx border color blue. Over here I have taken the color blue, that's why this border, can you see around the text the border color is blue. Fine. Suppose I'm making it as a red, right? In that case, instead of this blue color, now my border of the pen will be red. Can you see this? Red. So this is just, you can play like anything with all the colors. Fine. Now what we said, pen for text dot get children dot add text, we added the text, and our text object is holding Taranum Bloch at MEFGI. Now we have set it to the center. We said pen dot set center, pen for text, and we said pen dot set top. On the top we are setting the radio buttons, right? And at the bottom we have already set the this one. At the bottom we have already set this. So this is the way you can set all these things, center, top and bottom. Fine. Now we are setting on the action. So when button is clicked, left button, we say set on action, right? And we said event E, which is text dot set x, right? You have to set the x, but to set new x, first you need to get the current x. So you are saying text dot get x minus 10. We are given 10 pixels. You can give as many as you want. If you want a big move, give higher pixel, right? 20 or 30. If you want small moves, give the small pixels. We can give any integer value. Then we are taking button dot right set on action E text dot set x text dot get x plus 10. Fine. So this is all set for the right and left button moving in x direction. And now this is for radio button. We said RB red dot set on action. If red button is clicked, we are saying E. What is E? If RB red dot is selected, text dot set fill. As I said, set fill in the previous practical also we used to fill the color. Now we are filling this with the over the text. So text is our object. Text dot set fill color dot red. Similar way, this line will be repeated for all the colors: yellow, black, orange, green, whatever you have done. And finally, we are taking scene. Scene is equal to new scene. We said pen, comma 450, comma 150. This is the way it looks at the very first run. This is the size of your window, right? So when you run this is 450, 150. This is height 150 and 450 is the width. Okay, you can change it. We have given the title. We said primary stage dot set title OP1 practical 20 by Tarannum Bloch. Primary stage dot set scene, and we said primary stage dot show. Fine. And finally, in the main method, we launch the application, and it will give you something like this. Any doubt? Any question? Anyone? So this was about your Java FX, color change, and text movement practical. 10 pixels it is broken. Is it clear? Any doubt, any query? Anyone? Yes or no? Any doubt, any query? Okay. Now, as I said you that we have total uh, like starting from practical 17, we have till 20 we are having this practical Java FX. So now we are remaining with only one practical of Java FX. As I told you in the last lab, I don't know in the class other lab I have informed. I haven't informed you, I guess. So I was telling to other batch students, and I have given the task to them also to promote the self learning and to make it interesting. I'm giving you certain tasks to be done by yourself. First of all, tell me, is the Java FX interesting? Yes or no? Is it interesting to play with the buttons and to put the logic and everything? Is it interesting or not? Right, it's interesting, like, and those who are interested in the game development and all, this is really interesting from them for them, right? Now I'm going to discuss practical 17, but as I told you, to promote the self learning, actually we are going to start Java FX in theory now. This lecture onwards we will start Java FX, but uh, in the labs we have almost done with all the practicals, right? So I'm giving you partial solution of practical 70, though I have full, but I don't want to give right now because I want you to explore Java FX, try it by your own, think about what all possibly things we can change and what we can go with, right? Practicals 17 is a quite interesting. Let us discuss the practicals definition first. Have you played Tic Tac Toe Game? Everybody, have you played Tic Tac Toe Game? Always, right? All of us play it, like especially when lecture is going on. Yes or no? Right? It will be something like this. Something like this. We'll have a board and we'll have this X and O kind of thing, right? We'll have this Tic Tac Toe board game. Fine. Now, if you look at this board, actually it's an array, 2 by 2 dimension. And now if I think about, or if I talk about, Java FX, and if I consider this as the window output, this is grid pen. This is grid pen. Grid pen will have rows and columns, right? And I can put objects in it. Fine. Now look at the definition, what it says. Write a program that displays a tic-tac-toe board. We have to display a board. A cell may be X, O, or empty, right? Either we will have X, O, or empty. What to display at each cell is randomly decided. Your program is going to decide randomly, okay? Then third portion says the X and O are images in the files x.gif and o.gif. Are you getting the definition? What it says? You have to display a game board, right? Now over here, I'm going to teach you how to take a grid pen. This is the solution one. I'll just not give the full, but still, we'll take a grid pen, right? We'll take image, right? We have to deal with the image because it says x.gif and o.gif, right? You will add this image on the board that is in the pan, right? And which position we have to place X or Y or empty, that has to be totally decided randomly. It means you are going to use method of random. Method of random. Fine. Fine. This is the concept. These are the concept being used in your practical. Okay. Now look at here. Look at here. This is partial solution. Again, it's not a full solution. What I have taken is, I need file input stream. We learn the chapter, right? When we want to open a file, an image is a file. So file input stream, file not found exception, application because Java FX. So that's why. Scene, image. When you're taking an image, you have to view the image on the output screen. So we have to take both image and image view. Grid pan and stage, right? Now, my class extends the application. At the start, we have taken image 1 and image 2 as null. And I'm putting it in a try catch block because at time you will not be able to open your image. What you have to do is put the image in the same folder. You see here o.gif and x.gif, right? And go to the location of that project, right? Suppose this is your location. You have documents, NAT pins, and you have certain cost, and in that you have source. Wherever you have put it, you can just go. So this is my first.java, and I have x and o, right? So what I will do is, I will take this image with the full path. So I'm trying image 1 equal to new image, and I said new input file input stream, right? And I give the full path up to there. Then catch if file not found. We are printing that exception object. Now we have taken image view. So we are taking two objects of image view 1 and image view 2. This will allow us to view our image on the pan. Okay. And then what we have taken is, we have taken set height and width for both the image. I have set 100. You can also set the x and y axis for the image view 1 and image view 2. We say set x, set y. Now we have taken a grid pan. Okay, grid pan will give you the layout like this, a grid type, and you can put this image and image view in it. So that's why we have taken a grid pan. Now, what we have is, we have to add this image view. So we say pan dot add, right? Pan dot add. Now grid view will take 3 arguments, and your logic is depending on this 3 argument only. So I give you that as a like a, thing to be explored by your own, what it does. Okay. And finally, I have set the scene, and I have launched the scene with the title, right? And I said stage dot show. Fine. Over here, this is just, I have used to display 2 images on the screen. I have not applied any programming logic. Can you see my o.gif, which is jumping, and x.gif, right? So right now, what is the situation? It's just displaying 2 images in a grid. I said each time randomly it has to display image O and X. So this problem is partially solved. Partially you have to solve. Fine. There's no hurry. You can take, still we have 2 weeks time to end up the semester, 2 or 3 weeks. Fine. So you can try your own. If you're not able to do it, at last I will be giving the solution. Fine. Is it clear, guys? Right. This GIF you will find easily. Just go to the Google and say o.gif, right? And you will find it so many interesting, right? Go with the any of this, take it. This I have taken this one. You can take anyone. This is see dancing. Oh, it's good actually. You can go with anything. Fine. Similar way you will find x.gif also. Fine. Anything you can go. I have taken this one. Cartoon type. So you can go with any of this. Fine. Any question, any issue? Like this is you have to do by your own. Now, what is remaining thing? I'll tell you. You have to decide how many images you want to display, and you have to take the cells number randomly. So you have to use math.random. You can use two for loops. This is the solutions guideline. You can use two for loops. You can use math.random to place the image on the grid pen. Fine. That's it from my end. The rest of the thing I gave to you for the exploration. Fine. Any doubt? Any question? Anyone? Any doubt? Any question? Okay. Now you have to take your own time and you have to complete practical 17 at your home. Now I suggest go ahead and implement practical 19 and 20. Practical 19, which was circles key press event and changing the color. Fine. Fine. And practical 20 is the RGB, changing the color radio button and moving the text into the left and right on the click. Fine. So go ahead with this. I'm here. If you are facing any issue in the implementation, you can raise your query.